Shalom, this is your brother Yuwatazak. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Shalom to double honors to the elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect scattered abroad and clustered in the Americas, and much love and respect for the Aki and pushing this rock, doing the work with truth and sincerity. Okay, I just watched one of Elder Tahar's videos, and I kind of just wanted to dialogue a little bit about it, getting into some scriptures. But, I'm seeing a rash of videos from both the brothers and these heathens, these Edomites, man. And they're trying to say that they're not Edom, that the Edomites are done away with, it does say that King Saul, through history, was one of the main players in eradicating the Edomites. But, when their kingdom went down, their people, were not utterly destroyed. I mean, it even is a prophecy. It says, we have been made desolate, but we will rebuild again. Okay. And then, you have just a oversight. You have a time in a period called the Renaissance period, which literally translates to the rebirth. What is it? It's the rebirth of the Edomite Empire. Okay? So you have to understand, all right, that it's power in the deception and making you think. You ever heard the phrase, if the greatest trick the devil ever did was make you think he doesn't exist? Well, that's actually true, because you're seeing it at play now, because these Edomites are trying to tell you that they're not Edom. In fact, they'll actually say that they are the Israelites, okay? Or they'll try to separate and say that, oh, the modern whites are the Israelites and the so-called Amalekites are the actual Edomites, okay? And before I get into any scripture, okay, check this out. Okay, it says this is November 23, 2017. And first off, why do you think they all of a sudden talking about Esau? Because of the men that are out here preaching the downfall of Esau and his kingdom. Okay, which is another sign that we're here at the end. So it says Esau is Edom. Edom is modern Jewry. So Jewry means the so-called Jews are Edom, which that part is absolutely 100% correct. This is written by Edomite, I think. It says Esau was Jacob's brother, which is true. Although he was the firstborn, he did not inherit the birthright. Esau didn't even care about it. He sold it to Jacob for a mere pot of red soup. The descendants of Jacob, later renamed Israel, are white people as we know it today, which is absolutely false. The Anglo-Saxons, Celtic, Germanic, Slavic, you name it, white people of today. The descendants of Esau, whom God despised, are today's Jews. They are Esau today, all right, which is the truth. But see, the Germanics, the Slavics, the Celtics, and the Anglo-Saxons, they're also Esau, okay? And this is a part of their deception, all right, and making you think, okay, that basically it's misdirection, all right? But there's plenty of evidence and articles, okay? Esau, the ancestors of Rome. So but see, this is the thing. All of those people will be delighted in bigging up the Romans. Oh, the Romans are this, the Romans are that. We descend from the Romans. Why? Because they want to, they're proud of the great prowess that the Romans had over the whole earth. All right. But they also understand if they come up under the name of Esau, then you have to go into the scriptures concerning Esau, which the scriptures do not speak highly of Esau. In fact, they're the only one, and I quote this from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. I was trying to find it online, but I couldn't. I actually have a Zondervan, and I might go into it a little bit later in a different video, but it basically says that, Esau is the subject and topic, specifically in Obadiah, of great future judgment. All right, so how is it that the Edomites were done away with? All right, if the Lord is actually going to come back during their rule. All right, now let's prove it. All right, first off, let's disprove that these so-called Celtic Slavics and all of them are the actual Jews. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to start at 15. It says, "But it'll come to pass that if thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field, cursed shall thou be in thy basket, thy store, the fruits of thy body, the land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep." And it keeps going and going and going. All right. But none of these actually pertain to any of those so-called white people. Are the Anglo-Saxons, are they cursed when they come in and go out? No. They have a pride about them that they know that they're going to live through the day. They're going to be successful, okay, and things of that nature. They have no worry for their kids when they go to school. All right, you know what I mean? That they're going to be discriminated against or anything of that nature. Okay, so it doesn't even fit them. All right, you can go even farther down. All right, and it talks about how they'll be going into Egypt again with ships. Okay, when did the so-called Slavics, Celtics, Germanic, or the Anglo-Saxons ever go into slavery with ships? They might have put in their own people in slavery during their rise in the European kingdoms. Talking about like proletariats and the Anglo and bourgeoisie and things of that nature. But that's just because he's wicked. He's wicked to his own people, and those are the prophecies that pertain to Esau, not to Jacob. But if you look at all of these. Okay, and you got let's just see here. Hell, it says where does it say? Yeah, let's go to 54. "So the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom, toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave." That's deadbeat dads right there. Who's plagued with not having a father in the house? Esau, so-called white people or so-called blacks. Okay, so that he will not give to any of them flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. Are the white people compassed with straightness and the enemies distressing them at all thy gates? No. But everywhere we go, we're ostracized, man. That's not just in America. All right, that's everywhere in the world. And other nations, other heathenistic nations, they put that same distress on us, man. All right. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness, tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." All right. That's these women out here, man. I don't even got to go into how wayward, the Israelite woman is, because that's just evident. All right. 57. "And toward her young one that cometh out from between her legs, and toward her children, wherewith she will bear, for she shall eat them for one of all things secretly in the siege and the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates." All right, that's abortions. Who has the most abortions? All right, Planned Parenthood is only in the hood, and these are just some of the curses, man. Like I said, this prophecy that will go in the ships. All right. And that will never see it again. Verse 68, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." All right. "By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And where ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or redeem you." Okay, so there you go, right there. You know what I mean? Who's gonna who bought, or excuse me, who enslaved the so-called white man? Huh? Who enslaved the Germanics and the Celtics and this, that, and the third, and that they'll no longer see their land, Israel? Again, yeah, it didn't happen. So there we go, man. It says that these things will be on you for a sign and a wonder. Well, what's the sign? It's a sign that you're the true Israelites. And who did this happen to? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of the world. All right. But let's look up what's going to happen with Esau in the future. Okay, because they said the Edomites are done away with, right? Okay, well, let's check this out. Because in Isaiah 63, which is a future prophecy, it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai through Yahweh Shai. Okay, he's coming from Edom. Okay, which it speaks of judgment. Why does it say that his garments are dyed? Because they're bloody from killing shit. You know, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thine garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. So that's not actually wine. Okay, that's blood on his garments, man. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right. So the Lord, this is a future prophecy of when the Lord comes back. All right. And who is he going and trampling upon? Edom. Okay, so that means that the kingdom that the Lord is going to take down, the beast system, is going to be ran by Edom in the latter days, the day of the Lord's judgment. So how is it that Edom was done away with? The scriptures don't support that claim. Sorry, Esau. Isaiah 34, 5 and 8. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So who are the people of the Lord's curse? The Idumeans, which we just saw that they are the modern Jewry, and considered all the so-called white people are the Idumeans, okay? The so-called Edomites. Okay, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fats of kidneys of rams. And the Lord have sacrificed in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses of the controversy of Zion. What was the controversy of Zion? Okay, is that we would go in and out of slavery because we would turn our backs on the Lord. The Lord would turn our backs on us, and then the Lord would use Edom to then, whip us back into shape, so to speak, okay, to punish us, all right? It says that Edom was his sword, okay? And the day of the Lord's vengeance is also the day that Israel gets delivered, man, okay? Gets delivered from who? The Edomites and the rest of the heathen, okay, that come past us with distress at all thy gates, all right? So they're number one on the chopping block, man. There's no getting around it. You so-called white people, I don't care if you call yourself Celtic, Germanic, Slavic, Anglo-Saxon, all right? It doesn't fucking matter, okay? It just does not matter. The scriptures condemn you. You are condemned. Like it said in 34:5, you are the people of my curse, the curse of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to judgment. All right, so that's all you got to look for is judgment. And what is your judgment? You're going to be you going first off, the majority of you going to be slaughtered. Then you're going to go into slavery for 1,000 years, and after that, we're going to completely do away with you. So says Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shalom to the whole.